Hello friends, this is Abhishek. Welcome back to the AngularJS video tutorial. This is the tutorial number 12. Today we are going to see how we can use the $scope variable and what is $scope variable, as well as we'll also see how we can include a module inside a existing AngularJS app. Okay, so first let me tell you about $scope. Okay, if you've seen my earlier videos, we have a controller, and inside our HTML page we were accessing like this, like controller1 as cont1, and then we are using the cont1 dot message. Okay, what is the cont1? Cont1 is an instance of controller1. That means it's a bridge, it's a one kind of bridge which helps you to access the model variables, right? And now let's talk about the $scope. $scope is a built-in object which works like a glue between your view as an HTML file and your controller. Okay, it will make a bridge through which you can access your methods, variables declared inside a controller. Right now let's see how we can implement that, or how we can use the $scope variable. Okay, so here we have a it's a traditional way. Okay, so now we will update through $scope variable. To use the $scope, it's a built-in, you have to use as it is. Okay, so here I am including $scope variable. It will return as $scope. Okay, and then whatever you declared inside the controller, before we were using this, but now we have to use the $scope dot message. That means we are assigning a variable or declaring a variable inside a scope variable, inside a scope object. Okay, now in here the access becomes very simple. You do not need to create an instance of a controller. Okay, and don't need to use the cont1 or like $scope everything. Just write a message variable, it will automatically identify the controller1 message. Okay, let's test this whether it's working or not. Okay, it's showing directly message. Okay, app.js, we have an app.js controller1, we have a controller1 message, and here $scope dot message. Let's replace this again. Okay, and here okay, wait a minute, let's test whether this is oops, I think there is something mistake. Run this application. AngularJS is not getting load, right? So what's the problem is, inside a JS we have an Angular, inside a script we have app.js scripts / app.js, right? And ng controller1, and we have declared the controller1 over here, app.controller app09, app is also right with the app09. Oops, we have missed the angle bracket, so just refresh this. Okay, it's working fine, and now here I'll just write message, the variable which we have assigned inside a scope. Okay, we'll directly get access of that variable. Okay, and if you want to see more details, just let me show you console.log $scope. Okay, what we are going to do here, just inspect and reload. Okay, this is the whole scope variable, scope object. Okay, child scope, object, listener counts, everything whatever the AngularJS is working on will all be listed inside this ID, watchers, and the latest variable, that is a message. This is message. Okay, whatever we are going to do, we have added inside the scope. Okay, now let's create a sub project. Okay, suppose we have a app.09. Okay, and we want to include one more let's say one more module inside our application. Okay, for that I'm adding a JS file, so it will get my separate logic, JavaScript module part 1. Okay, this is my JS. Let's declare our module 1 module 1 equals to angular dot module module will be module 1 and blank instance. Okay, and let's module 1 dot controller number 2 function. Here we'll create this dot, one second, not this dot, let's add a scope variable for this, scope, and here again scope $scope dot name equals to ABhishek, and just close this. Okay, this is my module, and now I want to include that in our main project, that is main app. So what we are going to do is, I'll just create one more controller, dev ng controller, and that will be controller number 2. Okay, and here will access the name variable, right, which is declared inside module 1. Now what we are going to do is, we will tell our main app that we want to include the module 1. Okay, and module 1 is referenced inside our module 1.js, so just reference that JS over here. Okay, and the name will be module 1.js. Okay, now let's check this. First of all, what we have added a one JS file as in module 1, declared a one controller called controller 2, uses the scope variable and initiated a variable called name and assigned a value Abhishek. Okay, inside our index.html we have created our module part to load our details, so that will be a controller 2, that will be same as declared over here, and then we are accessing the name variable, okay, which is declared inside our controller. And inside app.js, what we have said to our existing app, that is, this is the module 1 we are going to include in our main project. So let's test this. The name Abhishek should be printed over there. Perfect, right guys? Okay, this is a simple example. Now think about the larger projects. Okay, so if you see, we have an enterprise application, we have released our application, and now we want to add our add one more module to our existing application, then this is the way to work, right? Just add a separate JS file, write your logic for your particular module and integrate that module into your existing application. The AngularJS will provide the best way to integrate the existing modules to your existing application. Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video tutorial. If you have any suggestion, comments, please post it on this video tutorial on YouTube, and you can find all other details or all other kind of video tutorials on my channel, that is webboostings. Also you can find it all in one place, that is infologs.in. okay, here you will find a different kind of video tutorials in a single place. You do not need to go any other you do not visit or search for the particular video tutorials. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe this channel, and till then, bye bye. And I just want to tell you about my video sponsors, dearmountain.com. Just because of them, I'm recording this video tutorial for you guys. Actually, they are running a coding bootcamp, and they provided a different kind of courses like a web development, iOS development, and UX design for the full time and after hours. Okay, the main important point, they'll teach you everything that you need to take a job in this field. Okay, so I would like to request to just check out their website, dearmountain.com, and I have already put down the links inside the description box below. And one more thing, if you do contact with them, just tell them my reference. Okay, till then, keep learning. Bye bye.